Hello there, you're now with me, Douglas Elliott, and this is TVS English News at 5. Our top story. Bank Negara Malaysia BNM has been tasked to find an appropriate solution to strengthen the weakening ringgit, which in recent days has depreciated amid uncertainty over the United States debt ceiling issue. Deputy Finance Minister Dr. Sri Ahmad Maslan expressed confidence that the central bank would find a solution and hoped that ringgit's value against the greenback would not prolong and that it would stabilize to a more reasonable rate. On a positive note, Ahmad said a weak ringgit could help promote the country's export and tourism sectors. However, he also warned that weakening ringgit would also make imports more expensive and it would also increase the country's inflation rate. A quick check at the currency rate at 4 p.m. found that ringgit fell to 4.63 against the greenback. And in local update, the plan to rename SIBU'S Jalan Pahlawan to Jalan Robert Lau Hui Chiu has been put on hold due to a strong public reaction. Sarawak Deputy Public Health, Housing and Local Government Minister Michael Tiang said the public has expressed their dissatisfaction on the matter as it would pose a lot of inconvenience to them. He added that the people, however, had no objection if a new road is being built and named after the late Dr. Robert Lau Hui Chiu, the former Sibu MP and Deputy Transport Minister.
The renaming of the road will cause difficulty to residents, as it includes the exchange of addresses for utilities such as water and electricity bills, home addresses, and correspondence.
So I totally agree. We shouldn't do anything that create to make rakyat inconvenience. So that would defeat the purpose of having a new name for Jalan Pahlawan. So in view of this request from the public, so I did voice to our Deputy Premier, Dato' Sri, Dr. Sim Kwee Hian, and he agreed to ask SMC to put on hold, not to proceed with the road name change. So now we have suspended the action, the operation. Now I will bring the matter back to the cabinet.
Tiang, who is also Pahlawan Assemblyman, urged the public to be patient as the matter is being addressed.
I cannot call it off. Some people say, why don't you just cancel it? I cannot, I have no powers. I have to bring the matter back to cabinet to reconsider for the public request for the road name change to be cancelled. Yeah. So please give me some time. Be patient. I will bring back the decision, the latest decision from the cabinet.
He told this to reporter at SMK Kiang Hin's Teachers' Day celebration on Thursday night. Meanwhile, Sibu Municipal Council SMC Chairman Clarence Ting on May 11th said the state executive had, in February, approved their application to rename the road. The renaming of the road was in honor of Lau for his contributions, who passed away in 2010 due to liver cancer. The move to honor the former MP and Deputy Transport Minister was to take effect on June 1st.
The community warmly welcomes the government's initiative to introduce flight ticket subsidies for both Keamatan and Gawai festivities, which offers affordable one-way flight tickets to the two Bornean states with a cap limit of 300 ringgit. According to a survey conducted by TVS, a majority of respondents expressed their desire for such subsidy to be prolonged, expanding its coverage beyond the Gawai celebration to include other significant festivals throughout the year.
Dengan saya, kerajaan yang usaha kerajaan yang menurunkan tambang bagi pelajar-pelajar yang belajar di Semenanjung Malaysia, satu usaha yang baik dan memudahkan pelajar-pelajar dari Sarawak maupun dari Sabah. Saya rasa pelajar-pelajar dari Sarawak memang menunggu-nunggu saat ini.
Tidak kaget belajar buat Sabah dengan Sarawak untuk pulai ngagi menua sidak ya. Jadi bagi aku lah subsidi itu amat manah dan patut diteruskanlah mereka boleh nolong dari segi ekonomi siti-siti family.
Adalah satu kegembiraan buat seluruh rakyat Sarawak untuk balik ke kampung pada musim perayaan. Tak kira dia sama ada perayaan Hari Raya, Tahun Baru Cina, Hari Gawai, Christmas. Dan ini juga memberi kegembiraan buat seluruh pelajar-pelajar Sarawak yang melanjutkan pelajaran di luar Sarawak untuk sama-sama balik ke kampung halaman.
Previously, Transport Minister Anthony Locke stated that the flight ticket subsidy aimed to assist the people in returning to their hometowns in conjunction with the Keamatan Festival, which will be celebrated on May 30th, and the Gawai Festival on June 1st. This is the first time the subsidy has been implemented under his ministry, after obtaining the approval of the cabinet involving costs ranging from 5.8 million ringgit to 11.4 million ringgit.
A cycling race in Kuala Baram, Miri will be held in conjunction with the 60th Sarawak Independence Day. Deputy Minister for Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts, Dr. Sebastian Ting, highlighted that various events will also take place to commemorate the historic day statewide.
The two-day event from July 29th to 30th at Taman Buaya is estimated to attract 1,000 participants from both local and foreigners. Organised by the Miri City Council MBM in collaboration with the Masterpiece Cycling Club to promote a healthy lifestyle and position Miri as a cycling event destination in Sarawak. Thus, Ting called upon everyone to participate to show solidarity. The efforts aim to remind the public of the significance of the date, July 22nd, 1963, which is the independence of Sarawak.
We let people know that this is also part and parcel of celebrating the joy and happiness of our independence way back in 1963. Yeah? I think this is good for us to remind ourselves, not only that, then our children and for people at large, that yes, 1963, July 22nd, was a very important day for us at that time and still is a very important day for us and will continue to be very important for us because that day itself, yes, we get that independence.
3 street parades will be held in various locations, namely Kuching on August 5th, Sibu on August 12th, and Miri on August 19th.
The 6.2 million ringgit St. Basil Parish Centre building in Batukawa is scheduled to be completed by August of next year. In giving his assurances, Deputy Premier Dr. Sim Kui Hian said the state government would ensure that the long-awaited project will be completed on time, just as promised by the late Chief Minister Tun Pehin Adinan Satim to the Anglican community in the area.
Dr. Sim said the project was started by the late Tun Adinan back in 2016 and was continued under his successor, Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg.
Sarawak, we're fortunate that the government, Sarawak government always do it together with the people. And it is where it is, we don't leave the people, the community to do it alone. And it is fortunate because it's started by Adinan's election promise in 2016. And even though he did not live to implement it, but the team Adinan continued by Amanjo, continued to lead.
Additionally, he noted that the setting up of the Unit for Other Religions Unifor Charitable Trust by the Sarawak government would ensure that places of worship of other religions would not be neglected. The centre has been under construction since 2021, and once completed, it would feature various amenities, including a multi-purpose hall, classrooms, and a library.
Malaysia's Consumer Price Index for April 2023 increased to 3.3%, with the index points standing at 130 from 125.9 in the same month last year. Department of Statistics Malaysia DOSM said that the increase was driven by restaurants and hotels, as well as food and non-alcoholic beverages, which rose 6.6% and 6.3% respectively.
However, the slower increase of 2.3% in transport had offset a further rise in inflation to a certain extent. Food and non-alcoholic beverages group contributed 29.5% of total consumer price index, noting that out of the 230 food and beverages items, 84.3% recorded price increases as compared to April 2022. Meanwhile, food at home component moderated to 5.0% in April 2023 compared to 5.6% recorded in the previous month. The implementation of the Festive Season Maximum Price Scheme SHMMP for the period of 16 days starting April 15 to 30th had eased the inflation to a certain extent. At the same time, food away from home also recorded a lower increase of 8.1% versus March 2023, which was 8.6%. 5 states recorded increases above the national inflation level, namely Putrajaya 4.1%, Sarawak 3.9%, Selangor 3.8%, Pahang 3.5%, and Perak 3.4%. Core inflation, which measures changes in the prices of all goods and services, eased to 3.6% from March 2023's 3.8%.
And Japan police on Friday have arrested the suspect in a rare shooting and stabbing incident that left 4 people died in Nakano City in Japan. The 31-year-old suspect appeared to be the son of the head of the Nakano City Council, who barricaded himself in his father's home, resulting in a 12-hour standoff with the police.
A police spokesperson said that the suspect had been detained about 4:30 a.m. The attack began on Thursday afternoon when a local man working on a farm saw a woman being chased by a man wearing camouflage and carrying a large knife who stabbed her in the back. The suspect is also accused of shooting dead 2 police officers who arrived at the scene responding to the distress call. The 2 police officers and the woman were then taken to a hospital and they were pronounced dead within hours. Another elderly woman also died after an apparent knife attack. She had been lying on the ground outside her house since Thursday afternoon, and police had been unable to get to her. Shootings are extremely rare in Japan, where gun ownership is tightly regulated. Local media reported that the suspect had a license for a hunting rifle. The motive of the attack is still unknown.
And that's the quarter-hour update on News at 5. I'm Douglas Elliott. Thank you for watching.